Damn. Dang it. We might be cooked, y'all. We might really be cooked. All of us that are hoping for a 2026 WNBA season, this is not what we needed to be hearing. We already know Nneka Ogwumike put on her poo shiesty. She put on a shiesty and got shiesty with the WNBA and signed with a competitor league in Project B during the midst of a CBA negotiation as the president of the WNBPA. Conflict of interest. Now,
the Indiana Fever undoubtedly saw this coming, but it's still a devastating punch. I mean, the truth of the situation hit them like a wrecking ball. We are talking about Kelsey Mitchell, who is without a doubt their best player. Stephanie White stated that she intended to center the entire franchise around her, and now she's taken a decision that the coaches and the entire organization simply can't and won't accept her recent decision to reinvent her career in a rival league, effectively severed all links with the club she was supposed to lead. This has ignited a major uproar, and the WNBA is already rushing to figure out how to address it. It's a complete game changer.
Now, we are finding out that Kelsey Mitchell may be headed to Project B next. This is insane. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Shout out to Mick. Shout out to Mick Talks Hoops. I actually saw he put up something about this where Project B is basically following everybody that's already signed to the league. Is looking like this is nuts. So shout out to Mick. Kelsey Mitchell may be headed to Project B next. We got what?
The entire reason this thing blew out was because of something called Project B. It's a new ambitious competitor league, and they are not playing around. They are aggressively recruiting and signing top-tier WNBA talent. You must understand that this is not simply players looking for another team to play for over the off-season. This is a direct challenge to the WNBA's governance of the sport. And this is all happening while the league is in the midst of extremely difficult and vital CBA discussions. The WNBA future is already looking uncertain. And now this is a major threat coming from the inside, with players preferring these huge new paydays above their devotion to the league.
Where Project B is basically following everybody that's already signed to the league is looking like this is nuts. So shout out to Mick. Kelsey Mitchell may be headed to Project B next. We got what? Less than 2 weeks left in this 30-day window for the negotiation between the WNBPA and the WNBA. This is wild work, man. Wild work, man. I don't know what Caitlin might have to be next. Everybody else is going and taking the baggy bag.
Nneka Ogwumike made the first major move, and the first domino fell. That one was loud. Think about it. She is the president of the WNBA Players Association. Many people saw her signing with Project B as a major betrayal in the midst of the ongoing CBA discussions. It resulted in a tremendous immediate conflict of interest, sending shockwaves across the WNBA world. That move sent a very clear message to everyone. Players will prioritize their own financial interests. And if the WNBA fails to achieve their expectations, Project B is ready to go with a substantial budget.
Work, man. I don't know what Caitlin might have to be next. Everybody else is going and taking the baggy bag. We already know. Look, let's just get to this. So on Project B's Twitter, right? Global Project B, boom, they're only following 11 people. Now we know Alyssa Thomas has signed, Nneka Ogwumike has signed. Those are the signings that are public already. Those are already out, right? Those are already out. Now they're also following certain players, Jonquel Jones, Marina Johannes, Jewel.
So what began as murmurs has evolved into something you cannot ignore. And it appears like Kelsey Mitchell is the next big name on Project BS list. Take a peek at Project BS Twitter account. It gets very intriguing. They are just following 11PE. And in addition to the players already named by Nneka, there are a number of other WNBA superstars on that extremely short list. We're talking about Jonquel Jones, Marine Johannes, Jewel Lloyd, and Camila Cardoso. And yes, there she is. Kelsey Mitchell has a fever. This is the most incriminating proof of all. This is not a random coincidence.
Jewel Lloyd, Camila Cardoso, who I think is definitely going to go over there, and Kelsey Mitchell. They going after some heavy hitters, y'all. Project B not playing. They're not getting no middle of the pack players. They're not doing any of that. These are just the WNBA players. They're signing. They're going to be signing the top players from China, the top players from your all time. Emma Mason probably be over there. All of them. Kelsey Mitchell is right here at the top of the list. And listen, man, Kelsey Mitchell is not no.
Yes, Project B isn't playing games here. They are not looking for role players or bench warmers. Their entire plan is really transparent. They want to sign the absolute finest of the best, the true superstars, the best talent from everywhere. This features players from China and other major international leagues. The fact that Kelsey Mitchell is on this very exclusive follow list implies that she is one of their primary targets. It demonstrates Project B's commitment to assembling an unrivaled lineup.
Still waiting to collect her bag. She's going to Unrivaled. She's going and getting that money in Unrivaled at 200-some thousand. And she's going to be looking to get a max. She's definitely getting a max if their WNBA season happened. And she is also going to be collecting at least $2 million a year payday from Project B. This is interesting, man. They're not playing around. They're not playing any games at all. Like they're not playing games. They are looking to collect.
Take a peek at Kelsey Mitchell's professional status. She's preparing to begin her 9th season with the WNBA. She isn't a rookie anymore. Definitely not. She has reached a point in her life where she must prioritize her financial future. This is no longer just about loving the game. It's about making the most money possible. Gathering all of the bags. She's essentially standing at the baggage claim of her career, attempting to retrieve every single suitcase she's earned. And Project B is a tremendous, extremely attractive offer. They are a major participant in all of this.
They're not going to go away. And Kelsey Mitchell is not going to turn down no paper. This is the time with Caitlin Clark going down. Kelsey Mitchell played so well and it rose her stock so high. This is as high as Kelsey Mitchell's stock has ever been. This is as high as her stock has ever been. And she might not be this hot again. So she's going to be looking to collect all bags, and really think about everything that is going on. We got Adam Silver dealing with the government.
The money they offer is simply too enticing to pass up. Mitchell has an opportunity to make a lot of money in this new league. Unrivaled. If that happens, she could sign her maximum WNBA contract. In addition, Project B offers a hefty $2 million annual salary. I mean, $2 million from a competitor league fully outweighs her present WNBA wage. It makes the offer nearly impossible to turn down. This is clearly a financial decision for her, but it will have far-reaching ramifications for the Fever and the entire WNBA.
Really think about everything that is going on. We got Adam Silver dealing with the government. They're sending out subpoenas and all types of stuff. He can't focus on getting a deal done for the WNBA right now. The players want Kathy Engelbert out, so it seems like they don't even really want to negotiate and get something done while she's in position, or they may be negotiating to, hey, once this deal is done, she has to go. And the players, the WNBA doesn't want these players playing in competitor leagues. Okay, they want the prioritization thing. So,
and here's the big picture. Adam Silver appears to be entirely preoccupied right now with federal subpoenas and other distractions, so he can't even focus on completing the CBA agreement. Meanwhile, the players are so dissatisfied that they want Commissioner Kathy Engelbert fired, making for a particularly unpleasant negotiation. All of this internal strife and lack of leadership is allowing leagues like Project B to come in and poach frustrated players. The WNBA's largest issue is the concept of prioritizing. They despise the idea of their stars playing in other leagues that compete with them. This is in direct contrast with Mitchell's intentions and the very reason Project B exists. As a result, Players are forced to choose between remaining loyal to the league and accepting a once-in-a-lifetime compensation check. And they are not simply sitting there waiting. They are actively collecting their money while they can. If Project B continues to sign great talent with all of their money, the WNBA's foundation could be severely shaken. Mitchell, for example, sees the writing on the wall and chooses to take the money. And this is where it gets truly personal with Stephanie White. White has been incredibly outspoken, even stubborn, about making Kelsey Mitchell her number one priority for the Indiana Fever. She stated unequivocally that she intended to develop the entire team around Mitchell. That concept is now absolutely colliding with Mitchell's intention to pursue the Project Boney. It's a complete clash. Furthermore, White's daring statement generated quite a stir throughout the league. Putting one guy on a pedestal like that most likely generated some strange dynamics within the locker room as well as a lot of pressure from the outside, making things even more problematic for Mitchell. White's public vow exacerbates the distance between the player and the squad. The general manager, Wnba, said the same thing in exit interviews. Resigning Mitchell was their major goal. So, the entire front office was on the same page, so Mitchell's departure for Project B seemed like a blatant smack in the face of their entire strategy. You cannot blame them for wanting her. Mitchell's 2024 season was one for the record books. She was the first Fever player to average 20 points per game for a whole season, earning her third All-Star selection and making the first team of the All-Wnba. Losing a player at the pinnacle of her game after a year like that is a crushing loss for Indiana. Now, the Fever has previously supported her participation in other off-season leagues, such as Unrivaled. But Project B is an entirely different animal. Unrivaled helps players. Project B is attempting to destroy the WNBA. As a result, that support is clearly not applicable here. All indications, including Mitchell's own public remarks about her other options, point to a departure for Project B. This is not simply a rumor anymore. It's what's likely to happen, and it contradicts everything the Fever desired. The real question now is how much damage this will do to her WNBA career and the squad she will be leaving behind. When she signed with Unrivaled, an article was published in which the Fever expressed their joy for her. They even mentioned it on Instagram. That merely demonstrates how quickly things have evolved. What they once celebrated has become a major threat, causing all of this conflict. Mitchell has always been clear on one thing. She wishes to fetch her baggage. And, considering her position in her work, it's hard to blame her for putting her financial stability first. It makes perfect sense to her as a person, but it puts the Indiana Fever in an impossible situation. They need her to lead, but they can't compete with the money Project B is providing without upending the entire WNBA system. So, the clash between Kelsey Mitchell's personal aspirations and the Indiana Fever's public pledges has reached a point of no return. Her pursuit of a multi-million-dollar agreement with a direct competitor precludes her from joining the team. Stephanie White wishes to create a structure around herself. The Fever did not officially fire her. No. But what she's done has resulted in a separation that is far more permanent and destructive than any mere firing could be. It eliminates a potential championship team star player and sends shockwaves around the league.